Carvana PPA Tour event, a couple of the Dallas Flash teammates, J.W. Johnson with the Gladiator, Augie Gus. So storylines galore here. Wow. So I asked Augie, hey, playing with J-Dub. He said, yeah, he threw me a bone. I asked J-Dub. He said, I've been playing with C.J. Klinger, so another lefty that he's familiar with. So that was interesting.
Not a bad replacement.
No.
I'll take either one of those any day.
Yeah. Attention, C.J. and Augie. Gabe is available.
Throw me a bone.
That's the voice of Gabe Joseph, who will be playing in the singles semifinals tomorrow.
You know, Dave, I'm a big paddle nerd, you know,
yes.
racket guy. Jay using a different paddle here, sporting
sure
something
is.
a little different.
He's been testing a bunch of items out and settled in here, and it's working very well for him. Oh man, quiet hands with that special paddle.
As a birthday present.
They've got that nice 6-0 in his hands now, so oh my, Tom. That's going to land in the doubles alley. The problem, Tom, is we don't have one here in pickleball. I know the Flash Mob back in Dallas are cheering big time for their squad here together in a different setting than Major League Pickleball. Of course, won the 2024 title together.
Great backhand there from Augie.
How about that? Get that down and angled out from J.W. Johnson.
He's not the flick wizard for no reason.
Wow, Tom. Oh, my goodness. I thought you couldn't use your hands in soccer. Just destroyed a couple counters there.
Wakey, wakey.
Yeah. Played at Tulsa. Jay.
You hate to see that.
Jay, he's driving 2.5 hours. He's staying at your home. Make a serve for the guy in a big, big match here.
2-1-1. Point.
You know, one thing I've noticed about Jay, you know, from playing him from so many years, as early as 2020, he's one of the few guys, maybe the only guy I've seen go from the one-handed backhand to the two-handed backhand, and he'll alternate.
Agreed. Oh my goodness, there's a flick wizard on the move. He's riding some invisible carriage there through the air. That was awesome.
J-Dub is just a silent killer. Doesn't say much, but he's like the Slim Reaper.
And that's why there's so much upside. Like, wait till he moves like that more often, and then that threat is there. Can't leave that ball sitting up there. Augie all over it, and what a start for Guh and Johnson.
You think any nerves for Tom here?
100%.
Doubles, quarterfinals.
It's the biggest match he's played on center in doubles, and that's not fair. And Team Europe needs a timeout. So great start for Augie Guh and J.W. Johnson. So Gabe, center court's just different. There's cameras, there's a crowd, there's people talking about you. How do you settle in for nerves? Obviously, you've got a lot of experience. You've won titles on the Carvana PPA Tour, but this court's different for everybody.
Yeah, it's definitely a different feeling, and I hate to sound so cliche, but, you know, as a kid, you grow up wanting to be on center stage, hit the most prestigious, luxurious country club in all of California.
There you go. And how about that bit of nastiness? Man, Augie Guh.
7-1-1. Point.
And Jay has to fight doing too much to help his buddy out here on the big stage. And he's had a few errors. So here we go.
1-1.
Yeah, I think if you're Jay and Tom, just kind of settle in, you know, a few loose errors. But like you said, you know, center court, just channel that energy and play your game.
Awkward everywhere. Look at this. Yes, please.
Jay.
Team Europe comes through there as the German Protzek is showing us some nasty backhand punch with the hands.
Yeah, really great job of just keeping the hands in front and really just less is more, you know, using the pace of the opponent.
This is fantastic. Wow. Yes, yes, and more yes. Firefights galore. Smile from Augie there. This is fun. Send it, fellas.
I'd like to see Jay get a little bit lower on that backhand. He just looks a little bit stiff, not quite dialed in. I mean, it's a great looking stroke, but just got to put those balls in play.
8-1-1.
Blind Frenchman there using all of his reach. That is one big boy up there.
It is. Good to see him healthy and back to the top of his game.
Kind of baited him there into that speed up.
1-8-1.
I like Jay there with a little hezzy.
Yeah.
Give him a little fake.
Little shimmy and then send it up the line.
Almost like a little Steph Curry three-point celebration, getting the shoulders moving.
Point.
Great drop there from Tom. J-Dub just makes it look so easy up there at the kitchen. Almost lazy and effortless, but in a good way.
Yes. Tape and it catches Jay.
No net, he was probably on it. Yeah.
Wow. Just reload and fire, Protzek.
Those 2.5-hour drive paid off there.
Exactly.
A little too fast, too furious. Drop.
Oh man, another one he's played that was going wide, so he's got to dial in his geometry. But looks more settled in here, and Jay as well, not trying to just be Superman. That's the way to lose.
No messing around there from J-Dub.
One.
And it's funny watching J-Dub again, you know, throughout the years. He's just one of those guys, you can't tell if he's winning, he's losing, the guy hit the lottery. He's always just so cool, calm, and collective, never lets anything faze him whatsoever.
Yeah, just don't let that fool you as far as how fierce a competitor and how badly he wants you to win. He just isn't going to yell and scream. But when he does, it's like, whoa. Every once in a while, you'll see the roar.
1-1.
It's got that Grim Reaper effect. A little poke there from Jay. You know, being a Tui advocate myself, kind of like you, Dave, it's kind of interesting seeing J-Dub go from the backhand slice kind of cup dink to then just, you know, hitting a Tui, kind of squatting, hitting it. It's very interesting. I kind of envy it since my one-hander isn't very good.
Neither is mine. I'm committed.
Me too.
I'll actually slice the Tui, which hardly anybody does at the line. It's in the DNA, man.
Second serve.
You know, we're only at Holly Hill, and I want something from Santa. I'd like a backhand flick.
Okay.
Give me a 1-y.
Okay.
9-4-2.
Attention, elves. Get my guy Gabe a backhand flick.
I love that deception from Jay. He's just really trying to hold and mask that, you know, kind of, I like to use it almost in poker terms. He's just keeping you guessing, not really showing you what he's got.
Yeah, you might have 2-7 offsuit. We don't know.
Hey, got to play 7 deuce suited. That's the bonus bet at the table.
There it is. All right. Can they keep chipping away here? Oh, no way, Tom Protzek. Welcome to Humana Championship Court. A running Savannah banana hook of the ATP into the corner. That was special.
That was a la Rafael Nadal right there. Great hands there from Jay. I'm curious to see if we get a timeout here from Augie and J-Dub soon, maybe?
Yeah, this is one of those where and there's a good look at the rest of the Dallas Flash. Georgia and Tyra cheering them on.
That's almost the equivalent of having the Showtime Lakers on your bench
exactly.
in a 2v2 tournament.
Yeah, they talent for days on that squad. That's why they won the title and were right in the mix in 25 till the chosen ones, the Columbus Sliders, just took everybody out.
6-9-2.
Oh, great little sneak attack there from Jay.
Love the serve out wide to make Augie have a big scramble. J-Dub tried to help him, but too good, and the lead is just 2.
Great ball there. Curious if we get a little timeout here, maybe?
You almost have to, fellas. Usually the better player will drive the bus, but J-Dub's used to hanging out with it. Georgia certainly there's no question who's driving the bus in the mixed doubles. It's Georgia, men and women on Pickleball TV. Here we go.
Oh, no way from Augie. That was a pickpocket right there.
Where's my wallet? Guess who's got it? The Gladiator. So they get a stop out of the timeout.
Someone turned on that Apple AirTag.
Point.
Protzek wants to eat the paddle. Game point.
10-8-1.
Just scoops over. And an absolute tag from the Flick Wizard. If you don't get that roll down, he will make you pay. And Jay's got a mark for the day after his birthday, courtesy of that guy right there. Little pickle rage, maybe.
I mean, I think chemistry, you know, when playing with a partner is really everything. You know, I mean, I've had a little bit of trouble myself finding kind of that steady partner, and it's almost like a blind date. You know, you're just having to show up, kind of wing it. So having that team chemistry, being in those tough situations, going through the grind and the battles is definitely a huge factor.
So a nice close-up of that paddle, and the movement of Protzek, you can see. Great soccer player, as we mentioned. Oh my, how in the world did he get to the... Tom's like, I thought I hit a winner. Well,
I mean, that's what you get when you're playing the very best in the game, and quite frankly, the world.
Yes. And he's on the move again. Ooh.
Little miscommunication telepathically from Augie and J-Dub.
He thought he was going to...
Great move. Augie sitting there courtside watching the game.
Got to get those VIP seats.
What a shot. No way.
This. Wow. Chaos.
I mean, J-Dub pulled a rabbit out the hat.
Yes, he did.
That was insane.
0-0-1.
Wow, that is a big boy shifting over there.
Look at France support Germany right there. What a move from Jay. And look at that Challenger Series hat that Protzek has. Your opponent tomorrow has won a couple Challenger singles titles, has Rafa Leonard. So it has been a great place for players to get reps, to get visibility, and to get a chance to earn points. So if you want to play against the best and not sure where you stand as a great player, that is a great entry point. So check out that PPA Challenger Tour full slate in 26 coming your way.
Augie with the change-up serve.
I like it. Oh dear.
Another case of who's got center field there.
Where's England or Switzerland?
1-1-1.
A short angle.
Oh my. Held it and then beat the Flick Wizard down the line. Nice shot.
Knock, knock, nobody home.
Yep, and no batteries in the ring doorbell, so you're good. Definitely a confident duo. They didn't dress matching very well at all. There must have been a fight over what color red or orange we're wearing.
Thought they're going to show up in their World Cup uniforms.
Exactly. That would have been amazing. Not wide enough for the ATP. And then what a pull from J.W. Johnson.
Don't get too excited, J-Dub. Oh, Jay sitting on it. Read it like a children's story. He just skipped a page.
Sometimes those kids will tear them out and turn them into origami, so be careful.
Second serve.
Augie read it too. He was sitting on it.
1-1-2.
Oh, nifty little touch there from the Frenchman.
Definitely has that. And you saw the soccer skills of Protzek. Just brought that ball right up to the paddle on the way back. So 1-1 after 4 innings here in Daytona. Oh, no.
Denied by the post.
Jingle bells off the post, and the dreaded HTP hits the post. And I think he had room if he just let it travel a little more or go for the back corner.
Two, 1-2.
Oh, that could have been trouble for Jay there.
Clears the body and still gets a paddle on it. That would have been that could have ruined his day. And there's the foot speed of Protzek, making Augie go for a little too much. 4-1.
Four, 1-2.
Wow, nifty speed up there from Jay. Little off speeder too.
But that's the beauty of the TUI. It can look like a lot of things. So deception in there. And guess what? Standpoint. Augie and J-Dub have practiced a lot, traveled together a lot, meals, etc. They know each other so well. But can they scrap out of this hole?
Wow.
Oh,
great hands there, though. I mean, still a great look. Can't really be mad at losing that point.
well, the construction was great. Protzek turned defense to offense
1-5-1.
in a flash.
No pun intended.
Oh, intended.
Point.
So middle, Jay said, my fault.
2-5-1. Point.
So Jay talked about at the break, speeding it up at Augie and having Tom cover the middle. But guess what Augie got? That ball all the way back across Protzek's body. That's a great volley. Left side, Tom.
Tom,
Get
on it.
that the heck on out of here, Augie. What a counter.
Jay went inside out backhand there. A little slice action from the right.
Don't recommend. That's the hardest dink of them all over there. Just absolute full of wizardry right there. That was sick.
That was an insane angle. Even with a different metric system in Europe, they couldn't find that one. I like this little tactical timeout.
Oh, yeah. Oops, my shoelace. Oops. Like the shoelace timeout there, Jay. Well played. He's a vet. Just a year older yesterday as well. Man, the Augie middle coverage, so good. So Just like that, tied at 5. No panic, and again, that trust.
Job for Tom, not, you know, really explain too many nerves being on center court in the quarterfinals of the men's doubles.
Wow. What a combo platter for the German. Got a little help off the tape, but after just a little nervy start, Protzek in the biggest doubles match of his Carvana PPA Tour career is looking the part at the highest level of opponent.
A much needed side out there for Protzek and Devilliers.
And Jay just ate his finger after the disgust with himself of not making that reset.
That looked more like a team singles point there.
Yes. Just drop that. Nothing good was coming from that.
5-5-1.
Not when you're going up against a brick wall over there.
Yes. Oh. Jay knows he got away with something there. And that's part of the game.
Christmas came early for the other team.
And that's what Jay just told J-Dub. To get a smile out of J-Dub in the middle of 5-all is impressive.
Oh, great leave there. That's not an easy leave.
Because you're engaged in the middle and your mind says you got to get back and get that one. And we saw him actually play a couple balls that we thought were going wide. So nice adjustment.
I think Tom just came to get 1% better, you know.
But his more experienced partner cannot miss a serve there at 5-all.
Let's see what they do here at 5-5.
What a pull from Augie.
Yeah, great spot there. Just caught Jay leaning enough to the right where it was a little bit tricky to get back and poke that backhand volley.
So not the possession they hoped for.
5-5-1.
Oh, that get him?
It did not, but it was demolished. I mean, Augie took quite a cut, but too much there. Shield of the Gladiator. Can he get out of it? They sure can. That was impressive hands.
Insane hand battle. Augie and J-Dub have to be probably the most emotionalist team there is on tour.
ATP wasn't there. Made that a couple times, but no fadeaway jumpers here.
Yeah, little premature Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway there.
Loved having him at our celebrity event at Worlds. Talk about a great human being. And 8-5. So does Devilliers pull the trigger on the free challenge timeout, or is he going to just walk as slow as his? Yeah, he's going to take an hour in the corner over here.
All right, let's see what they can do here. 8-5-2.
8-5-2.
Goes for the slice return.
Wow, Augie gosh, stares over at Georgia and Tyra after that little piece of filth. inside out, almost a clean. Look at this. Look where the footwork is. He's in the green, and Jay Devilliers can't even think about getting that. And then that's as much emotion as you'll get, the stare down over at the bench. So Gabe Joseph, a lot of fans out there of yours. Walk us through. You're going to play at some point tomorrow. Take us through. We love having you in the booth, but you got a big moment right out here on Humana Championship Court tomorrow. How do you get ready for a big match semifinal tomorrow against Rafa Leonard?
Yeah, well, I started the day off today coaching some phenomenal junior PPA players.
Nice.
You know, back home at CPC at Calabasas Pickleball Club. We started our own kind of academy, and been fortunate enough to have some of the top juniors, actually about 4 or 5 of them competing here for the finals.
Yes.
And finish it off with, you know, hanging out in the booth with you. But, you know, in general, you know, even when I'm back home, I just try to keep my routine as regular as possible. You know, I try to kind of eat what I would do if I was back home, sleep when I would back home. And, you know, I kind of, in a weird way, almost have like 2 lives. I have my pickleball on tour life, and then after I'm off the court, it's back to reality, to my lovely wife, Nika, and we keep it moving.
Love it. Wow. Great play. Get the stop they had to have there. Now can they chip away?
5-9-1.
Unbelievable get there, backside of the paddle.
Wow.
Second throw.
Ridiculous flick there from J-Dub.
Sometimes the other side's just better. I mean, Protzek did everything in his power there.
I mean, that's one of those, you just look back. I mean, you did absolutely nothing wrong and still lost the point. And that's pickleball.
Yep. That is beautiful. Uh-oh. Protzek kind of came up a little gimpy there. I don't know if he had a bad step on the way around there, and
might have been a little too fast for his own good there.
I know, he's grimacing a bit, goes to the towel. Okay. Great job by Jay of reading the play and being all over the defense of the ATP.
It's a good lob.
Oh, just missed wide.
9-6-1.
Wow, great hands there from Jay.
Just caught the line as it went past Augie.
1 year wiser, and the guys went in hand battles against the best.
9-6-2.
Goes for the slicer. That's ridiculous hands by J-Dub.
And that's why Jay has a smile on his face. Protzek backs off the line, which gives room for Jay to jump in there. And he clobbered that. But that sets up match point.
I mean, Jay unloaded the bazooka on that one. And J-Dub just there to just tap it back. And what do you got next?
Jay, was that in? Oh, no. Okay, got it.
I couldn't tell after the third.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, game point and match point saved. Now what do they do? Wow.
Great ball there.
Protzek jumps in with the backhand and tags Augie. And he was not in like the greatest position either.
Came in there soaring like a thief in the night.
Wow.
Second serve.
Do they burn the free challenge here?
I mean, Jay knows, because, I mean, he can't have a better look. That's not like a ball on the baseline where you're not sure. And he knows he missed it by not challenging it. Otherwise, I think he should have.
Watch it. Good. What?
That is not coming back.
No, the classic J.W. Johnson put away. Match point 2. Okay, a lot of signals from the catcher there. Jay shook him off 3 times. Here we go.
Reset. Oh, no way.
Just wide, and the mob mentality reigns supreme. Augie Guh and J.W. Johnson, first time playing a Carvana PPA Tour event together, are head. Welcome back, everybody, to the Florida Dairy Farmers Daytona Beach Open. Yo, Dallas Flash, your male duo is heading to the semifinals on the Carvana PPA Tour side. Nice win, fellas. They join us here on Humana Championship Court. Augie, I will start with you. Is it like riding a bike, MLP versus Carvana PPA Tour? You guys have played a lot together, practiced a lot, or is this a little different here?
It is like riding a bike. I think JW is the partner that I've played the most with this year, actually, the single partner, because I've kind of switched around. So I'm just glad he's still tolerating me here.
J-Dub, as Dave mentioned, first time pairing for you guys on the PPA Tour, but talk about your opponents as they were a first time pairing as well. What was the strategy going into this match?
Oh, yeah, they were a really good team. They played very well throughout the whole tournament, and I don't know, we just kind of tried to watch them throughout the day because first time partnership, and yeah, just trying to play our A game out here.
So, Augie, what does it mean to see the rest of the Flash sitting over there? I saw you hit a beautiful winner down the line, and then you just struck a pose and stared at those two. Walk me through that.
They know I don't really get too hyped with my celebration, so that's about as much as they'll get to me, or as they'll get out of me. And then I was also staring at my coach, Zach Silvernail, who I've been working on that shot with a lot. But shout out to Tom and Jay. Tom he came to Arizona for a couple weeks, and I've got to train with him, and he's a good, great player, an up-and-coming player, and I mean, Jay, also up-and-coming player. No, he's happy belated birthday to Jay.
Happy belated birthday indeed, but no gifts coming from Dallas or the Flash Mob. Boys, well done. Good luck tomorrow. Keep it going for the mob back in Dallas. Well played. All right, so let's take a look at the bracket.